Circle. I'm going to do something a bit different this week. I'm going to talk about the angel cards first because they have come up in an amazing fashion. And I think everyone I know has had a very up and down January. Some good things, some bad things. It's just been a bit interesting start to the year. And I just think these cards are a really good way to talk about Reiki. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have started slightly early today. Apologies. I'm expecting a phone call that is something that's on my mind. And so I'm just trying to make sure that I'm finished before that phone call comes in. And of course, I normally don't even pay attention to my phone, but just in case it comes in early, I may actually say goodbye quickly because this is a very important phone call that may cause me to have to juggle some things. So anyway, enough about me. Let's go find out what our angel cards are for this week. And if you've chosen card number 1, it is negativity. And I have posted the cards already, so rather than have the whole suspenseful aspect, the reason why I want to do these cards first is because they group together so well. We've got negativity, we've got reawaken, and we've got triggers. And they do tie together so well, at least for me. And I do think that this is something that's happening for a lot of people right now. And negativity isn't necessarily a bad thing per se. Let's go over and find out what the card has to say. Negative feelings are a natural part of the human experience. Grief and anger are ordinary, healthy reactions to the loss of a loved one, to someone mistreating you, or when life seems to be spiraling out of your control. When you are emotionally healthy, you can acknowledge your feelings without becoming stuck in a negative spiral. I'm a victim of that. I know all about becoming stuck in a negative spiral. Not recently. That's why I'm so excited about these cards. When a challenge comes along, many people have a default mechanism that automatically goes to the worst case scenario. For example, you could become overly concerned that a small mistake at work will cost you your job, or that a thoughtless comment will end a relationship, and that you would end up lonely forever. One of the best ways to heal negativity is to focus on the positives. It may take baby steps to bring this healing about. And believe me, I took baby steps when I started on this process. Your every thought, word, and behavior has a huge impact on your overall health. Take steps to consciously monitor your pessimism. Interrupt your negative thoughts with positive ones. This works even when you don't believe it. I've got to say that. It really does work. It may take time, but gradually you will train yourself to let go of the negative. You can reprogram yourself to be in full control of your emotions and make the healthier choice to remain upbeat and positive. And I'm living proof of this because worst case scenario is what my mind wants to do every time. And by learning the positive thinking to replace the negative thoughts that I didn't believe at first, I just thought someone told me you should replace those negative thoughts with positive thoughts. And I went, well, I don't believe them. I'm like, do it anyway. And I started to, and I used to walk to work and walk home, and this is when my mind would go. It had time for my mind to just go. I was on my own, walking 45 minutes there, 45 minutes back, and the thoughts would just start to go. And when I learned this, I started inserting positive comment here, It's like, oh no, this is then that, then oh no, wait a minute. Let's see, what am I grateful for right this moment? Oh wait, I see a magpie in front of me. It's one. Oh no, that's not good, is it? Wait a minute, there's no truth to these things. And I actually had one magpie that I used to see every day. Well, often. And he was very rarely with any other friends. And I thought, oh, is this a sign? And I'm like, no, actually, that's the sign for me to remember to bring in positive thoughts and to let go of that negative frame. And over time, and lots of walking, it did really, really help. And so this is a great card for anyone that's chosen card number 1. I know negativity doesn't sound good, but it's reminding you that you can do this. I am living proof that you can do this. It does start with self-love, and that was the hardest thing for me, to put my hands on my heart center and tell myself that I love you and mean it. I did it for over a year before I meant it. It felt horrible and icky and awful. But let me tell you, repeated practice of that, and you will eventually start to believe it. And you are beautiful. I can't tell you. So many people are spreading this message. And I'm so glad that there are so many people spreading this message, because who am I to tell you this? But if you hear it in repeated different places, maybe you're going to take it to heart and realize that you are a beautiful soul. And life has not treated you fairly. Doesn't treat anybody fairly, really. And don't take that as a negative, because it hasn't treated you fairly. And that's why you've reacted the way you've reacted. And now you can take baby steps to start to love yourself. And when you do, a lot of that negativity that's surrounding you, the things that go wrong, you'll start to see them differently, and you'll start to behave a little bit differently. And then you'll start to believe that self-love a little bit more, because you're like, well, actually, I handled that one pretty well. And then it'll go wrong, and I didn't handle that one very well, did I? But I did handle it well once. It's a growing process, a learning curve. And this is a beautiful card, because it's bringing you the reminder that you are a beautiful soul, and you can do it. Definitely. So let's go on to card number 2 and find out what is reawaken. Reawaken. I usually choose card number 2, and it's a beautiful card. And okay, yeah, once we all become aware of the beautiful things around us, and that is what Reiki is all about. It's helping us to let go of the negative and to be grateful for a device to watch something like this on. It's grateful for water to be able to drink as we go along. I mean, so many places don't have running water, so to have running water is amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's something definitely to be grateful for. If you can't find anything else to be grateful for, be very grateful for that. Anyway, sorry. Let's go on and find out what the card actually says. You have been suppressing a part of yourself. This card is granting you the opportunity to heal self-judgment or embrace any hidden aspects of your nature. The primary relationship that you have with yourself is formed in infancy. Infancy. I always have trouble with that word. Your relationship with your present self developed on that foundation and adjusted based on experience and observation of the wider world. Become aware of your inner child. Be willing to consciously communicate with the child that is within you. Listen to how your inner child feels. It is imperative to realize that others cannot meet your unfulfilled needs. Nobody can. Only you can. Take responsibility for your happiness. It is up to you to satisfy your heart's desire. Work on healing any buried hurts that you've been carrying with you. We all have these things. I got triggered this morning by a buried hurt that I've just never quite released. And it happens to everybody. You know, I'm constantly working on myself, and oh yeah, this is buried. Okay. Sorry, I've lost my place there. And you may be unaware of where your emotional pain stems from. Sometimes you don't even know why you get triggered about something. There might not be a thing that you can point it back to. This card is a gentle prompt for you to determine the cause of your pain. If necessary, seek support in getting to the root of your issues. That's what reawakening is. It's taking a new look at your situation and taking responsibility for anything that you might be contributing to it, and taking responsibility to do something about it for yourself. There's only one you. And you are beautiful. And you are unique. And all of your uniqueness, all of your weaknesses that you think that you have, complement somebody else. They are either experiences that will help someone else at some point that you'll be able to share with them, or they're actually strengths and you don't know it. You have superpowers within you, to put it very American. You do. We all do. And you may not know what they are right now, but that's okay. You don't need to. The thing to do is to self-love, reawaken to what's going on around you, and find your own answers. Look for help. If you need help, ask for it. There's so many organizations that help. There's so many people that want to help. I mean, I don't have a lot of family, and so when I just always felt like I had to do things on my own. And even when you do have a lot of family, you can still feel like, oh, I just need to do it on my own. And that gives you a sense of independence, but don't forget to ask for help when you need it. This is a beautiful card for anyone that's chosen it. It's giving you an opportunity to heal yourself by taking a good look at what you need healing. It's beautiful. Really, really beautiful. So, good card to have chosen this week. And for our card number 3, it is triggers. And I had a trigger this morning. I went off on a tangent. Fortunately not at somebody, just when somebody brought something up, and Neil was like, he already knows this. I'm like, yeah, but I just got to get it out of my system again. And so I have triggers too. We all do. So let's see what the card says. The occurrences or circumstances in your life may affect you on a deep level and be stored in your memory as wounds or triggers. Your ego can become defensive due to the emotional wounds you carry with you. Once a wrongdoing has happened in your life, it cannot be undone, but you choose how to handle the outcome. There is no single situation you cannot overcome. You can detach from the triggers, but you must have the will and desire to do so. Authentic healing means accepting past trauma, sadness, depression, and disappointments. From here, you can choose to accept responsibility for your emotions and your triggers. When you neutralize the stories from your past, they lose their grip on your present happiness. Holding on to pain limits your ability to live life to the fullest. It is time to disconnect the switch and stop allowing the past situation to control your current actions. And this is so true. My whole business, The Art of Inviting Happiness, is all about releasing all of that. Because right now, this is the only moment we've got. And this moment is okay. Anybody that's watching this is very likely okay. Maybe not, feeling 100% healthy, maybe feeling a lot of pain, but right this moment, you are okay. And if you take slow, deep breaths, you can heal your body from that breath. And when you experience these triggers, just stopping, taking a moment and go, well, where did that come from? That will help to release that trigger Another thing that can help, and this is one of the other reasons why I wanted to do the cards first, to talk about Reiki as well, you can also send Reiki to your situations, to your past, and you can heal how you feel about the situations. And that is so freeing. It really, really is. It doesn't mean you're forgiving and forgetting what's gone on. You need to keep your boundaries and protect yourself from people who have had negative impact on your life. And if it's repeated negative impact on your life, then you need to stop interacting with them, because nobody needs that. And you've got this life right now to enjoy. And if you feel like something is just not letting you do that, you need to find a way to put up boundaries to protect yourself from that. And the triggers, just sending Reiki love to a past situation or a future situation. If you have worries about a future situation, sending Reiki and love to that situation will bring you peace. And to me, peace is happiness. It's not everybody's definition of happiness, but I really like peace. I think most people really like peace, but they think of happiness as something different. And that's great. Work towards that. But I need peace in my life, so I send a lot of Reiki. I send a lot of Reiki to myself, and I think people think, how can you do that every day? Send yourself a Reiki healing every day. And you know what? My life is so much better. Why not? And it may be a different alternative thing for you to do every day. Maybe a meditation. Maybe just remembering to live in this moment right now. There's so many different ways to center you and ground you and open your eyes to the magic that's around you. And whatever's right for you is right for you. I'm just sharing my experiences because it's worked for me. And believe me, if I can do it, I was perpetually depressed, perpetually anxious. I just couldn't shut off my brain. And most of the time, I can shut off my brain now. I can let go of the situations. I've had I learned something on Friday that could have made my weekend horrendous. And I let it go. So I can't do anything about it till Monday. I'm going to call on Monday and see what's going on. And I've put that call in, and now I'm just waiting for a return phone call to hopefully alleviate my fears. And if not, I'll have to deal with the outcome. It is what it is. So life likes to be like that. So I hope everyone's having a really good start to the February, because my life does seem to be doing a bit better in February than it was in January. And hi, Facebook user. I've just seen your comment. Apologies. I wasn't paying attention to the comments before. But I don't know why my comments tells me who it is sometimes and sometimes who it's not. So let's go over and do our Reiki Healing Circle for today. So just close your eyes and relax. Let go of any tension and anxiety. And know you're surrounded by love, peace, and security. Bring your attention to your breath and take a few slow, deep breaths in. Breathe in love and breathe out peace. Place your palms upwards with the intention to send healing to the center of our circle. Now bring your attention to your heart center and fill your heart with love and compassion, and set the intention that we're going to send Reiki, love and blessings, or healing thoughts to the center of our circle. Feel this energy building up and up until it completely fills our circle with golden light. Feel the energy continue to build until it fills the room and encloses and bathes us in golden healing light. Feel the energy flowing from us and visualize the golden light connecting and embracing us within this healing and loving space. Make your connection to your own divine source, and if appropriate, invite your guides and guardian angels into our circle. Ask for guidance, wisdom, and compassion, so that we can help bring love and healing to the earth and to everyone and everything that lives upon the earth. So now send out healing, love, and blessings with the knowledge that where thought goes, energy flows. Now we will place ourselves in the center of the circle to receive this golden healing energy. So I place Heather in the center of our circle. Now place yourself in the center of our circle. Now visualize each of us in the center of the circle receiving a healing from this golden glowing energy. Feel the energy flowing around us and through us. Feel it connecting us. Feel it healing and soothing us. And feel it filling every cell of our bodies with health and positive energy. Feel it calming our minds, filling our hearts with love, and opening our consciousness to the wisdom of the universe. And now we will place whoever or whatever we wish to receive a healing in the center of the circle. So I place Neil, Anne, Patty Lou, all my friends and family and our pets in the center of the circle. Now place whoever or whatever you wish to receive a healing in the center of our circle. Now feel free to call out at random anyone or anything else you would like to place in the circle. I place world peace, the Dalai Lama, everyone who's ever come to the group, now and in the future, in the center of our circle. Now visualize all the people and situations we have placed in the circle, bathed in golden healing light and surrounded by our love. Now imagine taking hold of the hands of the person on either side of you in our circle. And also visualize taking hold of the hands of all people in Reiki groups throughout the world. Feel the energy flowing from hand to hand and heart to heart, and reaching out to the whole of the universe. And now bring your attention to Mother Earth, and see the earth surrounded in golden healing light, and send love, blessings, and gratitude for all she provides for us. Ask that the earth may be healed, cleansed, and at peace. And now, with a little squeeze of appreciation, release the hands on either side of you. Allow the visualization to gently fade away, but hold on to the feeling of oneness and love. And what a beautiful healing circle that is. It does represent what Reiki is all about. Sending Reiki to other people, sending Reiki to yourself, and to situations. And Reiki, there are Reiki circles in the world other than this one. And we're connecting across the world. And if there isn't a Reiki circle near you, and you've done Reiki level 2, start your own. Because what you're going to find is that people will come. You need to get the word out, but people will be interested in self-help. And Reiki is just that. It helps you to help yourself. You don't have to go and, I went for counseling for years when I was younger. And yeah, it helped in the sense that it was hand-holding and it got me through those situations that I was in. But no, it didn't help me to love myself. Maybe it did. Maybe it built some foundation blocks for me. Maybe I wasn't listening. I don't know. But it didn't work for me. When I learned Reiki, I learned how to help me, not how to get through this situation. I learned how to love myself. And that is the start of a beautiful life. It really is. You can overcome so much when you actually love yourself. And you'll have all these excuses if you're not used to it right now going through your mind saying, I can't love myself. I can't. Well, just do it anyway. Just put your hands on your heart center. Relax. Breathe in that love that is all around you. Think of a mother's love. Think of a time, even romantic love. If you can't think of a mother's love, maybe your mother and you didn't get along. Think of someone who you know who has given you love. And even if that's not the case now, don't think about the pain. Think about how you felt when you felt that love. And then just say to yourself, whether you believe it or not, I love you. And if you can't think of someone else that has ever loved you, hear it now from me. I love you. And that's to anyone watching this, because you are all beautiful souls. And we all react differently at different times because life gets in the way. But that's not you, how you're reacting. You're a beautiful soul on the inside, full of love. Love that you. Love all of you. The shadows, the negativity, love it all, because you know what? I love it all. Absolutely every bit of it. And I'm going to get tearful, so I'm not going to talk anymore because I don't like to get tearful. But it's true. So just know that, please. Everyone. And spread the love. Spread it around. Share it. That helps too. Thank you so much for joining me this week. And if you've watched this on replay or at any point, please just put a like on it, or thank you, like you said, hi. I appreciate that. It just gets this message out there. And it's not for my business. I don't do this for a business. I can assure you of that. I do this because it helps me, and hopefully I'm helping somebody else. So have a lovely week, everyone. Love you all.